Hare Krishna. So we continue our discussion on Śikṣāṣṭaka. So far we have covered 7 verses of 8. Yesterday we mentioned, when we discussed 7th verse, how important it is to practice the symptoms of bhava ourselves, like tolerance and so on, and hope against hope, and many different 9 different symptoms of bhava, and how important it is for a sadhaka to try to embrace this vipralamba seva, to understand that we are separated from Krishna, that we have to connect with Krishna. Otherwise, our spiritual life is in vain if we cannot connect with Krishna. So we should realize that we are separated from Him and that we want His association, and therefore start to hanker after Him. Yes, this hankering is the key for spiritual progress. We cannot attain anything without hankering. Yes. This lobha, or greed, spiritual greed, is the key to go deeper, to really connect with the Lord, to enter His pastimes, actually. And so, to get this greed, to get this lobha and feeling of viraha, or separation, and of this vipralamba, is to get this is absolutely necessary to engage in hearing about Krishna, because if we don't know anything about Krishna, of His intimate pastimes, we will not develop desire for them. How can we develop desire for something that we don't know? It's not possible. No one has ever desired something that he didn't know. Yes. For example, what is the national sport in France?
National
sport? Football. Yes. So I believe every one of you have once at least played football. And so, even though you may not playing football now, but this crosses your mind, football. Yes, because you are familiar with football. But for some bushmen from Africa, they never think of football because they have never played football. Or for example, in Slovenia, the national sport is skiing. And every Slovene, I believe, have skied in their life. So even though one may not regularly go skiing, still this crosses your mind, thinking that maybe it would be good to go skiing. But for people whose culture is not skiing, they would never think of it. Yeah. So my point is that we should hear about Krishna and his pastimes, Hare Krishna, very eagerly, and go deep in this hearing, regular hearing of Krishna's pastimes, and of course also Krishna's philosophy, that we don't take these pastimes cheaply as something mundane. And then only we can develop desire to participate in these pastimes, to go deep in these pastimes, to be part of Krishna, and to be one of Krishna associates. Yes. So this hearing is crucial of Krishna Katha, Krishna Lila, from the very beginning of our spiritual journey. Shutrusho Shradadhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Cyanmahat Sevaya Vipraha Punyatirtha Nishevanat. It is explained in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd chapter of the 1st canto, how this Kataruchi is crucial. Therefore, we should always engage in hearing. And even before this verse is another. Dharmak svanushtitah pumsam vishvaksina ktasvaya notpadayet yadiratim shrama eva hi kevalam. This very interesting verse, because it explains Dharmak svanushtitah pumsam vishvaksina ktasvaya. If our occupational duties, whatever we do, actually, not just our job or different prescribed duties or anything like this, but everything we do, if this does not give us ruchi for Krishna Katha, taste for Krishna Katha, then everything is shrama eva hi kevalam, and that means just useless labor. Shrama means useless labor, and eva is a word that strongly supports some statement. And he means certainly, and eva of course also means certainly, and he means certainly, and kevalam means only. So shrama eva hi kevalam, only useless labor, certainly it's useless labor, and only useless labor. Like Sutta Goswami would banging with his fist, shrama eva hi kevalam. Yes, not padayet yadiratim. If we don't have rati for Krishna Katha, if this particular thing does not give us rati. Yes, and in 3rd canto it is mentioned, Nehayat karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpati na tirtha padasevaya jivanyapi mritohisa. Yes, if one's karma, one occupational duties, does not give us, leads us to dharma, to religion, and if religion does not lead us to virakti or detachment, which is also one of the symptoms of bhava. And if this detachment does not connect us with the Lord, then one should be considered dead even though he's breathing. Yes, this is like a zombie walking dead. Yes, so we should have kataruchi. This is the message. We should have kataruchi, deep attachment to hearing about the Lord. Deep attachment to hearing. Yes, and then only it's possible to develop this feeling of separation from the Lord. Otherwise, it's not possible. Yes, and only with this feeling of separation, one can approach deeper levels of bhakti. Yes, genuine emotion because we said yesterday that we want to evoke genuine emotion, because emotion is what counts. Bhakti is all about emotions, actually. Of course, not cheap sentimental things and false tears. Yes, but true emotions, true love for Krishna. This is what we want to achieve. Yes, because only love can give us happiness, nothing else. And love is, of course, connected with emotions and service, of course. Because if we love someone, it's natural that we want to please him or her. It's not possible to love someone and not want to please him or her. I heard once a joke. One wrote a love letter to his lover, to his beloved, and he wrote, "For you, I would go over the 7 mountains and go through 9 forests, and I would swim across 9 oceans." And he went so on and on and on in this way. And then at the end he wrote, "See you on Saturday if there is no rain." Yes. So this was everything just lip service. No true love, actually. Yes, so we shouldn't have such attitude towards Krishna. So if one really loves someone, his only meditation is how to please him or her. Yes. And I believe every one of us, we were in love at some point in our life, and we know that we cannot think of anything else than just of our beloved. And this is what every devotee is hankering for, to achieve with Krishna, that all his mind should be completely immersed in Krishna and nothing else. Yes. Because our mind now is completely immersed in matter. We are completely in love with matter. Of course, this is also Krishna's energy, but we are in illusion and we cannot see connection with Krishna. As long as one is not connected with Krishna, he is in love only with Krishna, but in the wrong way, in an illusioned way. So then we keep our mind and body in the center of our attraction, actually. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Madhava ki jai, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanandi, Hare Krishna. So yes, yesterday we discussed these internal symptoms of bhava, of devotees. And now we will discuss the last 8th verse of Śrī Śikṣāṣṭaka. It's very interesting, this prayer. Ashlishyava padaratam pinashtamam adarshanam marmahatam karotiva yata tatava vividatu lampato mat prana natastu saiva napra. Yes. I will read the translation. Let Krishna tightly embrace me, embrace this maidservant who has fallen at his lotus feet, or let him trample me or break my heart by never being visible to me. He is a debauchee, after all, and can do whatever he likes. But still he alone, and no one else, is the worshipable Lord of my heart. Yeah, so this is the state of mind of a person with prema. Prema bhakti. And of course, the goal of a devotee is prema, is Krishna prema and nothing else than Krishna prema. Not going to the spiritual world, not becoming a great sannyasi or anything like this, or great speaker or great kirtaniya. Or very knowledgeable, but our hankering is to develop this Krishna prema, deep love for Krishna. Yes. So this verse expresses that Lord is completely free to do whatever he wants. And one of the symptoms of prema described in Shastra is if there are all reasons to break up one's love, and despite all these reasons, one don't stop loving someone. This is called prema. Yes. So, although Krishna is a debauchee, that means he's flirting and having intimate pastimes with other gopis, nevertheless, he's my Lord, life after life. And if he embraces me, and actually this ashlishya means embracing with great pleasure. So if he brings me great pleasure or not, it's not my concern. My concern is his pleasure. Yes. So, and therefore, I'm not objecting, even if he tramples me, and I'm like a jam on the floor, trampled. Yes, I can tolerate everything, even if you don't reveal yourself before me. I can tolerate. You're my master. You're completely free to do whatever you want. Yes. And we know, one may object that Radharani many times exhibits her anger towards Krishna, and she refuses to meet him even. How can this be reflected in this verse? But actually, she does this only for Krishna's pleasure, because Krishna feels great pleasure in conquering Radharani's anger, mana. Yes. But we know her prayer also, that if Krishna is satisfied with certain gopi, I will go to her and serve her and beg her to go to Krishna, that she would satisfy Krishna. There is such a girl in material world. If two girls are in love with the same boy, they would scratch eyes from each other. Isn't it? Yes. Not that one would help the other to get to Krishna, or to get to her lover, Hare Krishna. So yes, but here we can see all these gopis their only goal is to satisfy Krishna, regardless if Krishna is having fun with other gopis. Yes. And Krishna have, of course, unlimited devotees. So, and his nature is to sometimes appear and sometimes disappear. Yes. He exhibited this nature many times. And we mentioned this yesterday and in previous classes, yes. Sometimes he comes close in our chanting and sometimes he's far away. Yes, and we cannot connect with him at all. And everything is dry. But sometimes he's very close. And everyone has this realization. I have never met no one that he didn't have such a realization. So it's common realization, and it's described in Shastra also. So we should take it as Krishna's nature. Yes. And in this way, he helps us to deepen our attachment to him. Because this is very important, to become attached to Krishna. Because we mentioned that we are not independent, never, because we are Tatashta Shakti. So we have to be attached. But if you are not attached to Krishna or Srimati Radharani, we are definitely attached to metta, helplessly. Yes. So yes, we should become attached to Krishna, and therefore the practice is necessary. Practice is necessary. Abhyasa yoga yuktana. We should connect with practice of Krishna consciousness. Regular practice. And Krishna promises, if you engage in practice, in 12th chapter of Bhagavad-gita, then you will develop desire to attain me. Yes. So we can see this Krishna's promise that the practice will give us desire. And desire, we said, this hankering is the only way to attain Krishna. So, and from this verse we can see that Lord Chaitanya prays in this way, that He is my Lord, life after life. Mat prana natastu saiva rapara. Lord of my life. And from this we can understand He's my Lord. This is mamata, this feeling of mineness. The Lord is mine. This is very important feeling, that we should practice it again. We should think, oh my Lord, please accept me. Yes, this is so important feeling of mamata. And it is explained, one definition, ananya mamata Vishnu, mamata prema sangata, bhakti-yoga bhishma praladoda vanaradahi. Yes, ananya mamata Vishnu, that only we accept only Vishnu as mine, and nothing else. Just Krishna is mine. Ananya mamata Vishnu. Mamata prema sangata. And this possessiveness, mamata means possessiveness, it's mine, is connected with love. Mamata prema sangata. Bhakti-yoga bhishma. So this is bhakti, says Bhishma. And also praladoda vanaradahi. Prahlad, Uddhava, and Narada. The topmost devotees in the universe explain that this is bhakti. So we should take it seriously. Because where can you find such devotees as Bhishma, Prahlada, Uddhava, and Narada? Yes, topmost devotees. And they said, mamata, ananya mamata. Anya means other things. And ananya means nothing else. Yes. So, Nothing else should be yours. Only Krishna should be yours. Ananya Mamata Vishnu. Yes. And Vishnu doesn't mean only great Lord in Vaikuntha. It's also one of the intimate names of Krishna. Yes. Jiva Goswami explains that every name is name of Krishna from Vrindavan. And Vishnu otherwise means all-pervading one. But it can mean also the one who enters between two gopis. In rasa dance, when there are many gopis, Krishna enters between two gopis. So when there is a circle of dancers, he enters between every pair. So he actually, every gopi has Krishna on both sides. But and he's dancing all around, and in the middle he's dancing alone with Srimati Radharani. So, but this is not a problem for the gopis, because they think Krishna is so expert dancer that it looks like that he's dancing everywhere, but actually he's dancing only with me. Yes. And sometimes devotees have this feeling, how can I approach the Lord? Because even if I go to spiritual world, there are unlimited other devotees. So Krishna will not even notice me. I will be unlimitedly far from Krishna. But this is Krishna's magic. Yes, this is Krishna's magic. He can convince everyone that he's only with me. When Krishna has lunch in the forest with his friends, Krishna is in the center of everyone. And everyone is convinced Krishna is turned only to me. and discusses only with me. Yes, his pastimes, and laughing only with me. And when they say, I will touch Krishna first, when they run to touch Krishna, everyone runs really hard to catch Krishna first, and everyone touches Krishna first. Yes, this is Krishna's magic. Yes. So, and Prithu Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, he prays to the Lord, I want to be at your feet, and I want to massage your feet. I know this is the service of Lakshmi, but I will take it from her. So yes, he can have this service. And he is convinced it's only my service to massage Lord's feet. And Lakshmi is also convinced it's only my service to massage Lord's lotus feet. So we can have whatever relationship with the Lord we want, and Krishna will grant us this relationship with him. And we will be convinced that he is only with me. Yes. But of course, our deepest aspiration is to help Radha and Krishna in their loving pastimes. Yes. But Radha also wants to see her servants to be connected with Krishna. And sometimes sends Krishna to all her friends and servants. And Krishna, it's not necessary to tell Krishna something like this twice. He gladly expands and associates with everyone. Yeah. But love is required. Love for Krishna is required. Without love for Krishna, nothing can happen. Only death happens without love of Krishna. This can happen automatically, without special endeavor. Yes. And without love of Krishna, no one can be free from death. This is explained in 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Eva manach vasham prayunkte avidyat manyopadiyamani pritirna yavan mayu vasudeve namuchate dekha yogina tavat. It is said. Pritirna yavan mayu vasudeve. If one does not develop priti or love for Vasudeva, for Krishna, namuchate dekha yogina tavat. You cannot be free from dekha yogina, a connection with the body. Hare Krishna. So this is not some exaggerated statement. It's Lord Rishabhadev, the Lord himself, explaining this. Hare Krishna. So one should take it seriously. Yes. So, so important to develop this mamata. Yes, Krishna is mine. Krishna, please reveal yourself to me. Yes. You are my only lover. You are my only life and soul. You are my only Lord. Please reveal yourself to me. Yes. And so this mamata, his prananata. Nata means master. And prana means life, life force. So we should take Krishna as our prananata, even though we may be still on the level of sadhana bhakti. But still, we should pray like this to the Lord. Please, you are my only life. I don't have any other life than you, actually. All my other things are just useless if I'm not connected with you. We should have this prayerful mood. Maybe we are attached to so many things and we can express this to Krishna. We can also go to in front of the deities and express this, our concerns. It is explained in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Yes. Go to Krishna and explain to him. Yes. This is my problem, Krishna. I'm attached to so many things. I cannot give up these attachments. Please help me. How can I develop love for you if in my heart there are so many attachments? And Raghunath Das Goswami prays that in his Manak Shiksha, that these other desires are like two prostitutes, dirty prostitutes are dancing in my heart. How can we invite Radha and Krishna to dance in the heart with dirty prostitutes of material desires for fame and name and different material desires? These are like dirty prostitutes with foul language and bad smell. So yes, Radha and Krishna don't enjoy such company. They are most pure. So and we can go to Krishna and pray like this: please help me to get rid of these prostitutes from my heart. How can I chase them away? Because my heart is their favorite place of residence. Yes, but I want to chase them away. Please help me. Please help me. Yes. You are only you are powerful enough to chase them away. Please help me chase them away. Hare Krishna. Yes. we should strive to be so attached to Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj explained to his teachers, Shanda and Amarka, he says, because they were very angry when Prahlad said to his father to go to Vrindavan. And then he said, Brahmatya to Brahman, what is the verse? Yata Brahmatya, I forgot the verse. But he says that my mind is as attracted to Krishna as as iron piece is attracted to magnet. I cannot help to think of anything else than Krishna. So you cannot convince me not to think of Krishna. Yata Brahmatya Brahman, Svayamakarsha Sanido. Svayamakarsha means it's attracted by itself. Yes. Tatame Bidhyate Chitash Chakrapanarya Drichaya. Chakrapanar means the Lord who is standing with chakra in his hand. Yes. So my mind is attracted to the Lord with chakra in his hand. Just like an iron is itself attracted to magnet. Yes. So we should cultivate such attachment on only ourselves. And when we have developed such attraction, then that only Krishna exists for me in my life, then only Krishna is unable to respond really according to his promise, ye atamam prapadati tam stateva bhajamaham. When gopis came to Krishna, when he played on his flute and attracted all the gopis to the forest, and then they danced in a rasa dance together, and then Krishna disappeared. And the gopis were searching for him and crying. And then finally, when they went back to the bank of the Yamuna, they gave up searching for him, not because they would give up this idea that they have to find Krishna, but they were thinking, Krishna is so naughty that when we come close to him, he goes deeper into the bushes, away from us, and will just tire his delicate body, and he will get scratched in these bushes. So better not to follow him anymore. It's not good for him. So they went back to the bank of Yamuna and just cried and chanted his holy names. They were calling him Krishna. And then he reappeared by himself. And then they discussed a little bit about gratefulness. They wanted to hear defeat from his own mouth. that he would explain that he is ungrateful. But he explained that he gives up the company of his devotees to increase their love for him, their hankering for him. And then he says, Naparayaham niravadya samyujam. So sadhu, what do you know this verse? Naparayaham niravadya samyujam swasadu krityam vibhuda yashapiva yama bhajan durjara geha shinkara samricha tatvah pratyatu sadhana. That it means, I cannot repay you, says Krishna to the gopis, even if I have a lifetime of Brahma. I cannot repay your love. So let your glorious love be your compensation. Yes. So he cannot repay them for their feelings towards him. And our acharyas explain how the Lord is ever indebted to them, because he is not in his power to pay his debt to them. And how is this possible for Lord, who is omniscient and he has all power, omnipotent? It's impossible, one would think, that he's not able to respond. And then our acharyas explain that gopis left everything for the Lord. They left mothers and fathers, and left husbands and sons and brothers and sisters, everything, everyone, and just ran to Krishna. But Krishna said to them, I cannot leave my father and mother. I cannot leave my brother for your sake. So let only your love be your compensation. I'm ever indebted to you. I cannot respond in the way I promised in Bhagavad-gita. Ye atamam prapadante tam stateva bhajamaham. As one surrenders unto me, I respond accordingly. But you have defeated me. I cannot respond according to your love. So yes, this should be our meditation, to accept only Krishna as our life and soul, and nothing else. Therefore, Queen Kunti praised this. We mentioned once in our classes. Ata vishvesha vishatman vishvamurti svakeshami sneha pashamindam chindi dridam pandashu vrishnishu. Please, my Lord, sever these strong ropes of attachment to Vrishnis and Pandavas. Yes. And Krishna himself is Vrishni also. Yes, and Pandavas are pure devotees, and all Vrishnis are pure devotees. And she is praying, these strongs of sneha are extremely strong, yes, to my relatives. But please sever them, cut them to pieces. Tvayi menanya vishaya matir madhupati sakrit. Ratim udvakhatata ada gange vaugamudanvati. Let my mind, let my love flows only towards you, like river Ganges. It's never obstructed by anything. Yes, this should be our hankering. This should be our attitude in our devotional service. This should be our attitude in our sadhana. Because if we don't embrace this attitude, what's our chance to develop anything? There is no chance. Nothing will happen automatically. You should understand this. This is not a mechanical process. It's not like, I don't know, if you put so much coins in one machine, so much will be thrown out. This is not this machine. Yes. Krishna is not a machine. Krishna is bhavagrahi, accepts our bhava, our emotion for him. Yes. So this Śrī Śikṣāṣṭaka is teaching us of deep hankering. And this deep hankering can come only if we develop this attitude explained in third verse, Trinada Pisunichana, Tororivasa Hishnana, Amani Namanatina Kirtanya Satahari. So we should take it extremely serious. Yes. Extremely serious. I want to become more humble than a blade of grass, even if I'm unable to. But it's my only hope to be humble. Yeah. And therefore I act humbly, even though I'm not, maybe. I act humbly. Once one devotee said to Prabhupada, I'm not feeling to bow down to you. Prabhupada said, just bow down, feeling will come. So we want to cultivate these qualities. It is extremely important to cultivate these qualities, although they are not naturally present in our heart. We can hear many times, we should be more natural. Have you heard such an idea, that we should be more natural? We should not force ourselves in anything. But actually, natural for us is Maya, yes, is material illusion. From time immemorial, not just recently. Yes. This is completely natural, but one doesn't have to practice it. or to think about how to be better in Maya, or to be engrossed. Actually, we can maybe this Maya is not properly understood with our knowledge of Maya, and we maybe don't like this word, but we are engrossed in bodily consciousness. Naturally. One doesn't have to do anything that he's engrossed. Yes. So, and these feelings of humility and tolerance, these are not natural. These are definitely not natural. Yes. I haven't met anyone that these feelings would be natural for him, to be tolerant, humble, not expecting respect at all, even if there are insults and injustices. Everyone complains. Yes. Yes. And this gossip also reveals this. And gossip is really the most favorite sport. Actually, this is natural sport of every country. It's gossip. So these are all proofs that material consciousness is natural for a conditioned soul. And these spiritual qualities are not natural for a conditioned soul. So, if we want to develop them, we must consciously endeavor for them. If we don't consciously endeavor for them, they will not come automatically. Yeah. But we mentioned that this constant endeavor and conscious endeavor for them shouldn't be independent from our bhakti. This is very important to understand. Immediately when we forget to connect them with bhakti, they become another obstacle. Becomes jnana avrita. Avrita means covering. And our bhakti should be anavritam, not covered by jnana or karma or yoga or anything like this. Yes. It's so important to understand. So I try to be humble and tolerant for your pleasure, my Lord, to develop love for you. Not that I'm great yogi or tapasvi, but just with this prayerful mood, I want to be your servant, but this pride is killing me. Please help me to remove this pride. But we should be ready that Krishna will send something that will not be liked by us. Test, of course. If we pray to him, remove this pride.
Dangerous.
This is dangerous prayer, of course. Yes, but we should be willing to accept whatever Krishna is sending to us, because he's definitely trying for our benefit. He's not a sadist. Yes, one may think that he enjoys torturing others. But no. Suhridam sarvabhutanam, says Krishna in 5th chapter of Bhagavad-gita. I am the well-wisher of everyone. So whatever Krishna is sending to us is for our ultimate benefit. Even if he takes everything away, it's also his mercy, his ultimate mercy. Yes, but it is dreaded. People are extremely afraid of this. But actually, everything will be taken sooner or later. Yes, we have to face this and realize this. So yes, we should develop this great hankering for Krishna, great hankering. And only with deep chanting this is possible, and prayerful mood. So go deep in your chanting. We are repeating this every time, but I think there is a Latin proverb, repetitium est mater studiorum. And I believe that you understand what does it mean. Repetitium est mater studiorum. Repetition is a mother of study. Yes. So we should repeat something that is very important and then stuck in our consciousness, stuck in our mind. So go deep in your chanting. Don't do anything during your chanting. Just sit and chant with this deep prayerful mood. Krishna, I'm yours. I cannot live without you. Please help me to give up all this nonsense of my heart. Please help me. I'm helpless. I'm helplessly attached to so many things. Please help me. Yes, you are my only hope. This should be our attitude. And although we may think of other things, when we catch ourselves that we think of other things, just bring our mind back to Krishna with this prayerful mood again. Krishna, help me. I lost my way again. Please help me, take me out of this forest of illusion. Yadate moha kalilam buddhirvatiti tarishati. Krishna says in 2nd chapter of Bhagavad-gita. Tadagantasi nirvidam shrotavasa shritasacha. When your mind will go out of this dense forest of illusion. So yes, we should also cultivate this desire. Krishna, please help me go out of this dense forest of illusion and just surrender to you. Just surrender to you. Just surrender to you. Deep prayerful mood we should embrace. And only with this deep prayerful mood we can really advance. Krishna will see, yes, you are serious, you are sincere. Otherwise, Krishna will test our sincerity. Even though we are sincere, Krishna will test our sincerity. because only in such a way we can prove our genuine sincerity, and we can test if we are really sincere or it's just our fanciful imagination. Hare Krishna. Is there any question or comment or doubt? Everything clear? Yes, so please. Thank you very much for having me here. This is our last part of our seminar. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Śrī Śikṣāṣṭakam ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanandi.